What's goody, everyone, and welcome to my 8th Let's Play. It's a game that I have a pretty decent amount of fun with. It's my first in a series of Nickelodeon games, and it's easily the Nickelodeon game I don't know that I've spent the most time in, but I've spent a decent amount of time in this game. But yeah, without further ado, let's keep looking at THQ logos, because we have to remind you that THQ existed at one point. Honestly, it's funny that most of the games that I've played, like, during this, like, part of my life, I guess, that these games came out, were from fucking, THQ. But here it is. Jimmy Neutron in Attack of the Twonkies. Now, I know it's kind of weird starting with Jimmy Neutron here, and, you know, not being, like, the original games or, you know, anything like that. I'm just gonna say, never played any other Jimmy Neutron game other than this, unless you want to count Nicktoons Unite or whatever the fuck. But yeah, let's just get right into it. We're gonna be starting a new game, and we're gonna be doing the memory card and starting a new one over here. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this Jimmy Neutron remix. But without further ado, let's start it. And I've been saying that a lot. But now it's time for Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius!
And now, to demonstrate the speed and movement of the typical comet, I give you the remote-powered mini-comet!
We don't have subtitles for this game either. Jesus!
You're slipping, Neutron. Real comets have long, pretty tails, not little stumpy ones.
Only when they're filtered through the
This
spectral
bitch has
light
been
of
in
the sun
space.
vortex. Care to tell me how I get a giant hot ball of gaseous radioactivity into the classroom?
Hello, children!
God, the principal.
Get off me! Down, boy! Down! Whose comet is this? Oh, that tickles! Oh, no, not the face!
It's funny, at least he knew it was a comet right away. But who the fuck comet do you think it was,
Mr.
principal?
Neutron, you're
bitch.
lucky I'm in a good mood today. And do you know why I am?
'Cause your mom packed your favorite lunch?
Carl, Principal Willoughby's mom doesn't pack his lunch. He probably has his butler do it for him. Duh.
Oh, did your butler rub your tummy when she put you on the school bus and tell you your lunch is made with love?
Oh, stop talking!
This is more faithful
No,
than Madagascar
I'm
right off the
happy
bat.
because the Lindbergh School Chorus has been asked to sing at the opening of the town's new stadium. Oh, how exciting!
How exciting!
And apparently some other upstart band called Gray Star will be playing as well.
Okay, it was supposed to be for a library, okay, not a stadium.
Now,
I don't know why
kids,
they
quiet
changed
down.
that.
Shh. Thank you. The auditions for the chorus will begin after school today, as the stadium opening is only a few days away. Well, I hope to see everyone there. At least the talented ones.
I'll be there.
That's not nice. Every kid is talented in their own way.
Well,
I forget
have to
his
get back
name,
to my lab
honestly.
and make preparations for my trip to Twonkies 3. Twonkies 3, the comet. You know, the comet that I have just been describing to the class? Okay, Sheen, I gotta go.
I
Good
love the
luck at
characters
chorus
in
rehearsal.
this.
Right,
Jimmy
like
Neutron
I'll need it.
is
Besides,
definitely
no one has
the
been
most
rejected
underrated
Lindbergh
Nickelodeon
chorus
cartoon
in
that there ever
50
was. It got canceled way too early, and it was vastly ahead of its time. Especially, like, the name,
Jimmy
The,
Neutron in A Comet Cometh.
the series that would follow with the same studio making it definitely were not as good, like fucking Back at the Barnyard, but that's another story.
Bullying is a misdirected attempt at attention, rooted in anger and
3 is finally coming into range.
So if you guys don't know Jimmy Neutron, he's a boy genius. He's got a big head, which means he's got a big brain, and he's basically a kid scientist. And he's vastly smarter than anybody else that in his age
to
group.
fix my rocket ship, and I can blast off.
He's very egotistical, very snarky. He's pretty fucking annoying. But now we're getting into the actual game here. So first off, you walk around with the control stick, and you jump. Whoa, okay, I'm not supposed to be showing that part yet. You can jump with the A button and do a double jump. You can't do anything with pretty much all the other buttons here, and this is basically going to be a tutorial level, so we're going to get new abilities as we progress. But also, if you spin around, as I just showed off, you could do a crazy spinny jump a la Super Mario World. Also, I guess, now if you ever see this thing, this is Jimmy Neutron's motherboard lab? I don't know. The battery up there indicates how much power we have for any gadgets we use, and the other one is signifying our health.
Hello, Jimmy. If you ever
Oh no,
see
we do
the
have subtitles.
interact
That's
icon,
great.
move
Yeah,
close
of
to
course
it
they
and
have
press
subtitles.
the Y button on your controller to see what happens.
So this
Do
is our
this
lab,
now.
giving us basically the... She told me to do this now, fuck you.
Excellent, Jimmy. Other objects you can interact with are now in the control room. Try them out and meet me in the lab when you are finished.
So basically, Y becomes your standard interact button. If something is there that you can interact with, you could simply go over to it and press Y. It's like this. It's the, Cindy-eating
Now
plant.
all I need to do is deliver it to Vortex's house.
Jimmy, you haven't done this since the fucking movie, alright? You should have... If you haven't done that yet, then clearly it didn't have a purpose entirely. Alright. But if you see anything that you can interact with, you're gonna want to interact it because then you get genius points. Genius points are basically act as your experience points.
Follow me, Jimmy, for your next instruction.
Jimmy was just burping.
Brewing up burps, one burp at a time.
Nice. Fucking belch. There's this invisible hamster. Pretty much. What I like about this game is it's a pretty faithful adaptation of Jimmy's Lab, which I always thought was pretty cool. I love it when games based off cartoons and movies actually take time to accurately depict the architecture here. Even though this place can be pretty small, but this is Jimmy's Lab. But there's a lot more to the lab than meets the eye.
Ah, home sweet home. Where would a genius be without his lab? Now I need to find those parts. I wonder if I can find them in the lower levels.
Well, if you didn't find them in the lower
I'm
levels,
over
they wouldn't be
here, Jimmy.
anywhere. I know you're over there, lab. I think that's what she is. I have no idea, honestly. I'm just gonna call her the lab.
Okay, Jimmy. You can control the camera with the C stick on the controller. Push the C stick left or right to rotate the camera.
I wish she
Try
can
this
talk
now.
faster. But yeah, this is your basically standard tutorial level.
Sometimes you may want to position the camera directly behind you. Press the L button to do this.
At least it's
Go
not,
ahead and
it's more
try,
descriptive
Jimmy.
than fucking Madagascar where he said the square button.
Excellent, Jimmy. Now follow me to the next lesson.
But basically, genius points will just count up the grade that you get for the level that you do. Is that just like Sonic Adventure 2, you are graded for how you perform in each level. Now,
You
right
have
here,
activated a checkpoint.
a checkpoint.
If you ever run out of health, you will return to the last checkpoint.
So
you
yeah,
have
if you
activated.
basically die, this is where you'll end up. It's very easy, and thankfully, it's probably the most standard checkpoint that we've seen besides in a Sonic game so far on this channel. But if we go down here, I also love the sound effect it makes
You
when he
can
jumps.
collect objects when you walk over them. Pick up the object in front of you now.
Stop being so fucking demanding, lady. What if I don't fucking want it? You know, I'm not going to. I'm gonna go over here and do this laser cannon. Shoot a laser!
I think this one needs perfecting.
Okay, fair enough. We didn't annihilate the entire world just yet.
This gizmo piece will come in handy.
But I think she's about to explain that
Well
green one
done,
is a
Jim.
gizmo
If
piece.
the object is an invention piece, it will be added to your inventory. Now, follow me.
So our inventory is this area right... Oh no, this is actually... That's the hypercube. That's something different. This is our inventory, though. You hit R when you've picked up a gizmo, and it'll be shown right here. Now, in order to make inventions, you have to have another piece of an item that is compatible with the gizmo piece. Of course, there's not just only gizmos, but there's inventions, super inventions, and blueprints. Blueprints don't actually become inventions, they simply show what something that you could be made later on. It gives you kind of a hint as to what you might be creating in the future. Gizmo pieces aren't usually gizmo inventions aren't usually like the most useful things. They kind of just enhance the gameplay a little bit, sort of little fun things that you could do. Inventions are more or less the things that you need to actually complete stuff in the gameplay. Inventions seeing as how they need 3 pieces are more important, and they will be highlighted by a blue color. Super inventions are the most important, obviously, as super entails, and like supersonic, they are highlighted by a yellow or gold aura. But super inventions have only like minimal use, but their use is important. So we'll be getting to that later. I'm sure she's gonna show us, our lab is gonna show us what in the Sam Hill is going on with the gizmos and the like. And I think over here we're gonna be getting another one.
You will need to jump on different things throughout the game. If you
Throughout the
press
game?
jump button once,
This is
you
my
will
life!
do a
You think this is a
normal jump.
game with your
Press it a
overlapping
second
subtitles,
time,
you
move in
bitch?
the air, and you will do a double jump. Jump now.
Yeah,
to reach
admittedly,
the
the tutorial in this is kind of like, oh my god, just get on with it already, you know, but for as a kid, it really did help. So I'm not gonna complain too much about it.
Cool. A gizmo piece.
So now that we've gotten 2 gizmo pieces that control, or
You
that go
have
together,
found enough items to create an invention, Jimmy. Press
once that
the
happens,
R
that little
button
green
on
thing that you saw in the
controller
corner
to bring
underneath
up
the
inventor
genius
face.
piece is,
The inventor face has 4 categories.
she's gonna explain this now.
Gizmos, inventions, super inventions, and blueprints. Gizmos require 2 objects. Inventions.
Oh my
need
god, I already
3
just explained
objects.
this, lady!
Super inventions require 4
But when you
objects.
see that flashing
Press
icon
up
in the top
or
right
down
corner,
on
you
the
have
control
enough
pad
pieces
change
to
category, and
create
press
an invention.
The A button to move across to the
And this is
object.
how an invention goes.
Press up or down on the control pad in each column to change available objects. Then press the A button to see. if
And then
the
we'll
invention
think,
can be
think,
created.
have a brain blast!
New invention, it will be added to your inventory.
And there we have the scribble
You can
sneakers.
see your current invention.
It's not really that much of a
Q.
great invention,
To
but
access the
it is
hyperkey,
a thing.
press a direction on the control pad. Once the
And this is where we
hyperkey
can
is
use all of our
visible,
inventions and
use
see
the
all of our
control
inventions
pad
that we
to
have.
Scroll through your inventory. Select a gizmo or invention and press the A button to use it.
So yeah, if we wanted to, we could go simply over here and click on the scribble sneakers to use them, which I'm going to do now.
Great job, Jimmy.
And once we
Now
select the
explore
scribble
the lab
sneakers,
and
their
follow
meter
me
over
to
to the
see
left
Comet
will show
when
that
you
we
are
are
ready.
using it. And basically what the scribble sneakers do, they're not really a useful invention. They just, if you want to create little pictures, which... Whoa, I didn't know that it works in mid-air. Hold on. It's a weird looking pee-pee. How about that? I call it...
Jimmy,
The
sooner you
Neutron
follow
cock.
me, the sooner you're done.
Oh my god, I don't care! I'm fucking having fun! It's a game! Okay, that's annoying. Alright, but we have more things that we could fuck
Wow.
with over here.
Sometimes I even amaze myself.
Yes, with the drill that you never even use. Alright, and over here, we have more...
My idea machine. What ideas do you have for me today?
Oh, dude, does it actually give me something?
Super Chew Bubblegum. Guaranteed 1,000 chews. I like it.
I wonder how long that would last. How much do you think an actual, like, stick of gum even, like, lasts, like, you know, when you actually chew it? Over here, we got... Is it bathtub eggnog, like Grandma
This
used to
one
make?
needs perfecting.
Ew, it's gone sour. Oh, jeez, it's fucking hard as shit. And I'm stepping in it. I wonder if I could write in there.
I wonder if I can write my name.
I'm just contaminating it. Let's try to write my name. J A. That's an A. Oh, well, I don't have enough space over here. J R I'm gonna run out of time. No, I want to write my name. There we go. There's J Ruff. If in some sort of italics. Alright, now over here, after we talk to the lady,
With this object, I
that
can
is our
make
lab.
an incredible super invention.
we can find super invention pieces just lying around in this area.
You can never eat just one.
You can never eat just one what? A piece of shit? Or is these supposed to be pancakes? What happens when this shit overflows? I don't know. But these batteries over here is also what increases your battery meter, which allows you to use more inventions, which is pretty useful. And in fact, it's always good to look out for these inventions, or these batteries everywhere. It could help you save your life in a tight spot, as we'll see soon.
Awesome! A super invention piece!
So yeah. So as we go over here, you'll see that there's one more invention, or super invention piece, rather.
Atomic vomit! A super invention!
Atomic vomit? Why the fuck? That's not your catchphrase, Jimmy. Why do you say that? That's so... Ugh. Atomic vomit. What the fuck is that even? Is like acidic spitting vomit like the fucking Exorcist, Jimmy? Alright, well I think we've touched on everything, like little shit that we could do so far, and we don't have all the pieces yet for our super invention, so I think it's time to follow the lab's lead and move on to the next part of our introduction adventure. That sounds like a familiar noise. Could it be? It's Goddard! Even though it's really fucking dark, you can barely even see him.
Maybe Goddard can help you get that pickup, Jimmy.
And it looks like there are blue aura shaded pieces there, which signify that they are invention pieces. We stand over here, and you can't even see, but I'm opening that corridor over there. But it seems like once we get off of it, it closes on us. I don't know why, since this is Jimmy's fucking lab. Shouldn't you be able to fucking take care of this, Jimmy? Not have to need fucking Goddard to do shit for you?
When you pick it up, Goddard will have extra commands.
So in addition to picking up invention pieces and batteries and health pickups, you will also be able to pick up pieces of Goddard technology that is just somehow lying on the floor in random places. Once we pick this up...
Alright, this should help me out.
This should help us out. And now, Goddard is able to follow us instead of just sitting there in place. But also over here, we've got...
Wow! An invention piece!
An invention piece. That's correct, Jimmy. You're very smart. But with Goddard, now if you go to the hypercube, if you use by pressing the control pad, you have 3 primary functions for Goddard. He's coming right now, if you don't have him do anything else. Hey, yo. You can have him sit, which is what he was doing before. And my favorite, play dead.
Okay, boy. Play dead.
He just fucking explodes, and that's just like how it was in the Jimmy Neutron show and movie. But for some reason he's not following us. So what you're gonna want to do, if you can already figure it out, it's pretty simple actually. You get Goddard, you come over here, and you gotta get him to sit on this right here. Goddard, get the fuck on that shit. Get on it. Goddard. There we go. And once he gets on it, he sits, and therefore, the door will remain open for you to go in there and get that pickup.
I'm sure I can make something cool with this invention object.
And most of the time, Jimmy will make it painfully obvious what the kind of object that you need, or what the object is once you pick it up. As he likes to state the obvious as a quote-unquote genius. More like an egotistical prick who fucking has to explain what salt is, the technical terms of it. It's sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. That's what I said. Sodium chloride.
Yeah, that's Jimmy for you. And right here, even though we didn't have to use this before, Jimmy decides to get lazy and use a fucking elevator. I wonder how he was able to fucking dig, like, this much into this, like, whole area to make this whole, like, lab. Alright, well, she tells us to go over there, the lab does. But if we go over here, as you can see, we have another invention piece.
Super!
Which,
An invention object.
if you guys are counting, that should be 3, which means that it is still not enough. Because, simply put, if you go over here, you need 3 invention pieces that coincide with each other. Not simply having 3 of them will indicate that you're able to actually move them together. Some invention pieces only are in one column at a time. But also, in addition to that, if I go over here, you see how the markers are gone, but the sneakers are still here. Some inventions, some gizmos, can be used for more than one thing exactly. So, even if you get sneakers now, you'll be able to use it for the rest of the game to create many things. It doesn't always work with some of them are finite, some of them aren't. But, and it's kind of weird, and it doesn't really tell you which ones are and which ones aren't. You kind of have to, find that out for yourself. Which also means that you might be able to mix and match certain inventions at certain different points in the game, and there's a chance that you might not get every single invention because, simply put, that you basically have the choice to invent certain things at certain times. So therefore, you might not be able to invent every single object because there are only a finite amount of objects. If two things coincide, you may be only to invent that one thing at one time, and the other thing that could have been invented will be thrown away. Or you can just simply invent it later when you find a subsequent piece that goes with it.
You have found a blueprint, Jimmy. Blueprints
So yeah,
are
right here we
plans
get
to
our
show
first
you how to
blueprint.
create some inventions.
I hope that was
Check your
easily stated.
inventor
You'll see what I
books at
mean,
any
like
time
before,
to see
like later
your
on in the
blueprints.
game when we reach to a point where you can invent two things at once, but inventing one will cancel out the other.
If I stick to these plans, I can't go wrong.
I mean, it doesn't really make much sense to
Good
get these
work,
plans,
Jimmy.
even though we've
You
already,
have now completed
you know,
all the
gotten
tasks
most of the
that you
super
will
invention
need
pieces.
After you leave the lab, I may come back to teach you some extra abilities at a
Please
later
don't come
stage.
back, you dumb bitch. Sorry, that was probably a little bit rude. Alright, but now if we go to our blueprints, you can actually see what the blueprint is, and it gives you a little diagram of what it's supposed to be. But this is pretty self-explanatory. It's Jimmy's rocket. Not much more to say about that there. And with that, we've taken care of pretty much everything we need to in this first level, except for completing our super invention, of course. But if we follow the lady, we get to this area that will send us up to the top of our lab. But like with usual, if you see me play games, I like to look around for every little thing that I can find. This is apparently where Goddard sleeps at night, if he's not in Jimmy's room. Which, I mean, I wouldn't want to fucking have my dog kept underground. But if we go through here, we'll go to the main area of the shed, which is Jimmy's lab, and we have our final super invention piece.
Awesome! A super invention piece!
And with that, we can create our first super invention, which should have honestly already been taken care of.
Think! Right blast!
I always love that they animated that, like, nearly, like, it's not perfect to what we had in the Jimmy Neutron show, but it's decent enough. And here we have the Strato XL, Double XL Freestyle rocket ship. And there we go. If we wanted to, we can end the level right now, but there's something you can easily miss right over here. We have another gizmo piece.
This gizmo piece will come in handy.
It's very easily missed, and it's only the first level, so you be careful, and that should hopefully show you guys that you should check around for other objects. If you hit this, this will just simply send us back down. What does that say? That says Rocket Man? He's a rocket man, fucking up this shit out here alone. What is that? Why does he have a fucking armadillo, like, bones up there, and there's an 8-ball and a fucking skull? What is all of this? And well, now you can see over here how Jimmy's whole entire lab is powered on this one fucking power strip, which is kind of funny. And I guess this is where his dad be boolin', be chillin'. Jimbo, Jimmy, James, Jimmy.
You see, Jimmy, Jimmy. You see, Jimmy, Jimmy. James,
well, without a doubt, Hugh Neutron is one of the best characters in Jimmy Neutron. But that's all the time we have for today. So we're gonna exit this lab and end this level.
So, Jimmy, guess what? My folks said I could get a new pet as long as it doesn't set off my allergies.
That's great, Carl.
Uh-huh. So, you want to come to the pet store and hold the animals up while I sniff them?
Hey,
Sorry,
yo!
Carl, I have a date with Twonkies 3.
He be sniffing the booty.
Yep, it's a comet that is entering Earth's orbit in... You can blow it out! Go
Jimmy
on!
doesn't
Twonkies
have a
3 is
watch,
entering
he's just
Earth's
looked at
orbit
his
in
wrist.
an hour.
He was looking at his wrist!
So, what'd I miss?
Oh, Jimmy's dating a comet and I have to go sniff animals.
And they say I'm the weird one.
Well, guys, got a blast!
Got a blast! And that's it, folks. Now, if you do everything right in the level, this is what happens. You get an A rank. You get all the inventions, all the pickups, all the objectives, and you explore, which basically means that you hit every single object that you can interact with Y. If we had more reports, we could select it with the control pad. But that about wraps it up, guys. I'm trying to hit Y to see our report card. X would show our trophies. Y would show our report card. B, our progress. So that shows that we did, you know, this shows all of the levels that we have. So far, a Comet is A. And objectives. This is, you see all the objectives that we had to do in the entire level. If you pause the game, you'll be able to see these throughout the levels. But, yeah. So that about wraps it up for this first episode of Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies. Thank you guys all for watching. Stay tuned for more Jimmy Neutron in the next episode, alright? So thank you guys so much for watching, and have yourselves a fantastic night, day, life, and, got a blast! Can I get the flash? I want it to become one with the clicky. Oh, she's taking the chase for me! Even though I think she's still following me. Alright, if I can make it over here. Alright, let me see if I can trick her. I can't! Alright, well I have DS. Dumbass bitch! Chase me, lady.